Hello student, welcome to next lecture for applied mathematics. In last lecture we studied the definition of set, examples of set and representation of set by using Venn diagram. Now let us take the example on the same topic. What is the cardinality of these sets? First of all, the cardinality of set is the number of elements present in that set. In first example, the set, suppose A is given as singleton set A. This set capital A consists of only one element, hence it is also called as singleton set. This set consists of one element, that is A, which is a defined element, hence the cardinality of set A is 1 because only one element belongs to set A. Therefore, cardinality of set A is represented by this notation mod A and it is equal to 1. In second example, the set B is given as set consists of the set A. Now B set consists of again only one element and that element is of the type of set. The element of the set B is in the form of set and there is only one element in set B. Hence the cardinality of set B is 1 again. Cardinality of set B is equal to 1 since this is the only one element belonging to set B. Element of set B is again in the form of set and that is only one set, hence cardinality of set B is 1. In third example, if we consider that set as C, A and set A, this is what the set C. Now small a belongs to set C. This is first element of set C. Another element of this set C is in the form of set which is a singleton set. Hence we have two elements in the set C. First element is A and second element is set A. These are two distinct elements. This is only one element and this is the element in the form of set. Hence this element can be considered as other element of the same set C. Hence C contains two elements A and set A. Therefore the cardinality of set C is 2. The next set, consider that set as set D is equal to A, set consists of element A and again a set which is singleton set. This set D consists of three elements, namely now we are denoting the elements of set D. Suppose the first element is E1. First element of set D is E1 which is element A. Second element is suppose E2 which is in the form of set which is singleton set A, and the third element E3 for the set D is given by A and set A. E3 is one element of the set D because this is only one set and this set, namely E3, consists of two elements. First element is A and second element is in the form of set A. Hence these are two distinct elements that belongs to E3 and E3 belongs to the set D. Hence E3 is only one element of the set D. E3 is considered as single element for the set D. Second element is E2 which is singleton set A. First element is A. Hence D contains three elements, namely E1, E2, E3. Therefore cardinality of D is equal to 3. Now we go to the next example. State true or false. If A set is given as 1, 2, 5, 8, 11. First, 5, 1 is subset of A. B, 8, 1 is subset of A. C, 1, 8, 2, 11, 5 is not subset of A. D, 5 is subset of A. E, 1, 6 subset of A. And F, set consists of one element 3 does not belongs to set A. We have to identify this statement whether true or false. Given that A set is 1, 2, 3, 8, 11. This set A consists of 5 elements. First statement is set having 2 elements 5 and 1 is subset of A. We know that set B is subset of set A if and only if for all x belongs to B implies x belongs to A. This is a sign for x belongs to set B. Every element of set B belongs to the set A. Then we say that B is subset of A. Here this set consists of 2 elements 5 and 1. See, 5 belongs to given set A, 1 also belongs to set A, hence this is subset of set A because every element of this set is in set A. This statement is true as 5 and 1 belongs to set A. In second example, the set is given as 8, 1. See, 8 element belongs to set A, 1 element also present in set A. Therefore, this set consists of 2 elements 8 and 1 in subset of A. This statement is true since all the elements of this set are the elements of set A. The next statement tells that 1, 8, 2, 11 and 5. These are 5 elements, and if we consider this set, then this is not subset of A, but 1 belongs to set A, 8 is present in given set A, 2 also belongs to set A, and similarly 11 and 5 belongs to set A. All the elements of this set are present in the set A. Therefore, this set is subset of A. In fact, all the elements of this set are nothing but the elements of set A, only they are arranged in different order. Hence, this is a subset of set A, but in given statement, this is not subset of A, which is false. We know that every set has always 2 subsets, namely the same set and 5 empty set. Empty set is subset of A. This is true for any set A. A set is this set. This statement is true. In E part, this set consists of 2 elements 1 and 6. 1 belongs to set A, but the element 6 belonging to this set is not present in this given set A. Therefore, this set is not subset of A. This statement is false. It is given that this is subset of A, but it is not subset of A since 6 does not belongs to set A. 6 is not present in set A, but it is given that the set contains 2 elements 1 and 6 is subset of set A, which is false since 6 belongs to this set but 6 does not belongs to set A. In last part of this example, the singleton set 3 does not belongs to set A. This is a true statement because the singleton set 3 is not present in given set A. This element is not present, therefore this statement is true. The next example, which of the following set is an empty set? First, X, where X is real number and x square minus 1 equal to 0. Second, set is given as set of all elements x where x is a real number and x square plus 1 equal to 0. In third statement, the set is given as set of all elements x where x square is equal to minus 9 and x belongs to set of real numbers. In fourth statement, the set is given as set of all elements x where x belongs to R and x is equal to 2x plus 1. We have to identify whether the given sets are empty sets or not. We know that an empty set is the set that doesn't contain any element. The first set is given as, suppose that set is A, set of all elements x where x is real number, means x belongs to R and x square minus 1 equal to 0. A set consists of set element x and this element x satisfying the property x is real number and x square minus 1 equal to 0. If we want to write this set in listed method, then we must solve this equation. X square minus 1 equal to 0 implies, we know that a square minus b square equal to a minus b into a plus b. Similarly, x square minus 1 equal to 0 implies x minus 1 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. This implies either x is equal to 1 or say x minus 1 equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0. This implies either x is equal to 1 or x is equal to minus 1. Therefore, the set A contains the element x where x is real number and either x is equal to 1 or x is equal to minus 1. Means this set A contains at least one real number, that is either 1 or minus 1. Hence, this set consists of at least one element, therefore this set is non-empty. A set is not empty set because it contains either 1 or minus 1. In second example, the set is given as, suppose that set is B, set of all elements x where x is again real number, x belongs to R and x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Again, we want the condition on x. To check whether this set is empty or not, first we find the value of x from this given condition. X is real number and x square, x satisfying the equation x square plus 1 equal to 0. First we solve this equation so that we get the value of x. X square plus 1 is equal to 0 implies x square is equal to minus 1. To find the value of x, we will take side, the square root of both sides, x, therefore x is equal to plus or minus. Any square root has two values, either plus or minus square root of minus 1. Square root of minus 1 is either plus or minus. But we know that square root of minus 1 is equal to I, which is a complex number, and this number does not belongs to set of real numbers. This is a complex number. It does not belongs to R, which is set of real number, and we are getting x as two complex numbers. From this statement, x is equal to plus or minus I, where this I value is square root of minus 1. This plus I or minus I does not belongs to set of real numbers. We have two conditions on x. X is real number as well as x satisfying this equation. If we solve the equation, we will get two values I and minus I, and these values does not belongs to R. But we have condition on x that x belongs to R. Hence, this set is empty set because x is solution of this equation, but x is not the real number. Therefore, B set is empty. Or we can write this as B is equal to 5. In third example, the set is given as x, suppose that set is C, x where x square is equal to minus 9, again x belongs to R. To get this set C, we solve this equation, x square is equal to minus 9, and taking square root of both sides, we get x is equal to plus or minus square root of minus 9. The square root of minus 9 is written as plus or minus square root of minus 1 into 9. Okay, now square root of a into b is equal to root a into root b. This is equal to plus or minus square root of minus 1 into square root of 9. We know the value of square root of 9, which is plus or minus 3. Therefore, x is equal to plus or minus. The square root of minus 1 value is I into root 9 value is 3. Hence, we have two values of x which are plus I into 3 and second value is minus I into 3. Both the values are not real numbers. These values does not belongs to set of real numbers. Because I is a complex number, hence 3i is also a complex number. That is not a real number. Therefore, the set C is an empty set. Therefore, C is equal to 5 or C is a empty set. In fourth case, X is given as set D is given by X where X belongs to R and x is equal to 2x plus 1. Again we want the value of x, hence solve this equation which is given in the set D, x is equal to 2x plus 1. This implies, now this 2x is positive on right side. If we shift it towards left side, it will be negative. X minus 2x is equal to 1. X minus 2x is minus x. We can do this as, take x as a common from these two terms. 1 minus 2 is equal to 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Therefore, this will be x into minus 1 is equal to 1. Means minus x is equal to 1. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1. And we know that minus 1 is a real number. Therefore, x belongs to R and x is solution of this equation. x is equal to 2x plus 1. The solution of this equation is -1, which is a real number. Therefore, this set D contains one element. Therefore, the set D is equal to -1, where -1 is real number and -1 satisfying this equation. Therefore, D is singleton set having one element -1. Therefore, D is non-empty set. The next definition is equal sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if A and B contain the same elements. For example, A set is set of the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and the set B is given by x belongs to R, where x square is less than 20. Now these two sets are not same. These two sets are not equal because A contains 4 elements 1, 2, 3 and 4. To find the element of set B, we will take some real number and check the condition on that real number is that x square is less than 20. We know that square of any negative number is positive. Square of any negative real number is again a positive real number. In B set, if we consider x is equal to 1, then x square is equal to 1 square is equal to 1, which is less than 20. We want this square to be less than 20. If we consider x is equal to 2, then 2 square, x square means 2 square is equal to 4 less than 20. If we consider x is equal to 3, then x square is equal to 3 square is equal to 9, which is less than 20. If we consider x is equal to 4 and it gives x square is 16 less than 20. Therefore, the element 1, 2, 3, 4 belongs to set B, but B also consists some other real numbers. If we take x is equal to -1, then its square is equal to 1 less than 20. This implies the element -1 belongs to set B. All these 4 statements implies elements 1, 2, 3 and 4 belongs to set B. Also, if we take x is equal to -1, then it satisfies this equation x square is less than 20, which is the condition imposed on set B. Therefore, -1 belongs to set B because -1 satisfying this condition. If we consider x is equal to -2, then x square is equal to 4, which is less than 20 again. Similarly, the elements -3, -4 belongs to set B. Also, there are some other elements that belongs to set B. If we consider the element 1.5, this is a real number. If we consider its square, then it is equal to 2.25. Which is less than 20. Therefore, 1.5. Therefore, set A contains 4 elements and set B contains more than 4 elements. All the elements of set A are not same as the element of set B. Therefore, these two sets are not equal sets. A and B contains distinct elements, or A and B does not contain same elements. Hence, A and B are not equal sets. Instead of set B, if we consider the same set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and set B is equal to where x belongs to set of natural number where x square is less than 20, then these two sets will be equal because B contains all the natural numbers whose square is less than 20. We know that 1 is natural number, its square is 1 less than 20. 2 is natural number, its square is 4 which is less than 20. 3 square is less than 20 and 4 square is 16 which is less than 20. Therefore, the elements of set B are only the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. If x is from set of natural number and x satisfying this condition, x square less than 20, then B set contains 4 elements and that are given by 1, 2, 3, 4 because their squares are less than 20 and all they are natural numbers. Hence, in this case, set A and set B are equal sets. Therefore, A and B sets are equal. Because they contain same elements. Thank you, students.